yourself, or you can never say how you really feel. Until now, yeah. When the sun down, my mind is on the rundown. I be feeling like my happiness is on the come down. But when I speak to you, I feel like it's a touchdown. Finally found me someone I can really trust now. I always have so much to say, but no one to say it to. If I can talk to you today, I know I can make it through. So let's have this conversation like a radio station. So let's have this conversation like a radio station.
It's finally Friday, and it's time for the conversation with Maria Byrd.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back. You are listening to The Conversation with Maria Byrd. And guess what, you guys? I'm super excited about today's show because we have with us a very special guest. She's been doing makeup and skincare for over 15 years now and feels so fortunate to be able to do something she absolutely loves. Her passion for makeup started at a very early age by applying makeup on her neighborhood friends. Her desire to educate on beauty image drove her to pursue a higher education in artistry and design. She is a professional freelance makeup artist, a master cosmetologist, creative, and image director. Please help me welcome to the show my very special guest, Lena Wright. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's an honor to have you, woman of God. And so, how are you?
I am excellent. I am happy to be here. I am excited that you invited me to your show, so I'm excited.
Yes, I'm excited to have you. It's an honor to have you with us today.
Thank you.
I've always, honored and admire you from afar, and I was like, she has to be a part of the conversation.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And so, I did my absolute best to try to, give you a proper introduction. But before we get started, can you just tell the people a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Lena Wright. I am a master cosmetologist as well as a makeup artist. I really just love all things beauty. I love bringing out what's on the inside of a beautiful woman and turning it and manifesting it on the outside. So that's pretty much it.
Yes. Wow. Awesome. And so, just regarding, again, you're a professional freelance makeup artist, a master cosmetologist, a creative, an image director. Yes. Can you just tell us, when did you first realize that this was your passion?
Wow. I'll say, growing up, I always loved playing with hair, and playing in makeup. And I noticed that for women of color, that at that time, the only makeup products and colors that were out or that they were promoting for the darker skinned woman were your silvers, your golds. And so, I really just kind of started playing. My mom used to sell Mary Kay, so I started.
Come on, Mary.
Yes, I started playing in her makeup, mixing up different foundations and just mixing up colors. And that's really, I fell in love with just beauty itself.
Yes. Wow. I love that. I love how, the creativity just flows even when we're young, when we're children.
Absolutely.
Yes. And so, I want you to break it down, break it down for us. Like, what is the difference between a person, who just enjoys wearing makeup versus an actual makeup artist?
Well, first is education. I think that if you want to take this profession seriously, that it is important for you to actually pursue this, take makeup classes, get certifications on not just makeup but skincare. Product knowledge to me is more important than technique.
Come on, talk about it.
So I think that we all have different types of skin, sensitive skin, dry, combination skin.
Mine was oily.
It's very important. It's very important to really just dive into product knowledge. I think that's important. I think every woman normally just loves beauty. They love to play in makeup or they love to do their hair. And I just think that's a love for it. But if you're saying that and you're carrying a title as a makeup artist or a hairstylist, I just think education is very important.
Wow. And you know, that is so key, especially when you was talking about product knowledge and also knowing what type of skin you have. You know, and I learned that skin, and you can, help me out with this, but our skin changes, according to, our biological makeup. I remember, initially growing up, I had very oily skin, oily skin. But then when I got pregnant, my skin turned dry. I'm talking about like peeling dry. Can you just talk about
hormones?
Yes.
As women go through different changes, and so your skin is one thing as you are a child. Then you may have puberty. Once you start puberty, that's a whole nother change in your skin dynamic. Pregnancy causes things. The weather changing, our skin changes from summer to winter to fall to spring. And then our diet. I think we don't understand that whatever we eat, it's going to come out in our skin in one way or another. So I think all of those things are important. My number one thing is skincare. Before makeup is applied, I believe in skincare. Every woman, I started out having a skincare regimen as a teenager. And so, of course, I just think that's important. It helps your makeup look better. It helps your makeup be applied even better. So I just believe in skincare. And part of skincare is, like you said, knowing what type of skin you have, paying attention to your body, knowing what diet. Of course, we all know drinking lots of water.
Now, I was going to ask you about that, woman of God, because, like, even my hairstylist and, they always say, drink plenty of water. Like, is it really that important?
It's very important. Our body is made up mostly of water, first of all. And water has so many different important qualities, not just for our skin, but for just our bodies, our legs, our breath, our eyes, our hair, everything we need water. So it is important. And listen, as you get older,
talk about it.
As you get older, I try to do everything in my power that I can control as far as what I'm putting in my system to try to help maintain good hair, good skin, good weight. So yes, water is very important.
So you guys, you heard it from the expert herself. We have to drink our water.
Drink your water.
So Lena, let me ask you this, because there's so many things that's trending when it comes to the beauty industry, when it comes to makeup, when it comes to hair. Can you just for a moment touch and talk about some of the biggest mistakes that people make when it comes to makeup, eyebrows, and the like?
So first, people that know me, I am a huge it's very important for me to see beautiful eyebrows. We have all types of trends where it's the box eyebrows, overly drawn eyebrows that may be too dark for your complexion. And to me, eyebrows, they frame your face, they give your face structure, they lift your eyes. So to me, a nice natural brow is very important. In the makeup industry, it's so we get so caught up about perfection that we kind of steer away from the natural look. And I think it's a happy, you got to find that medium between perfection and being natural. So I think your eyebrows are sisters. They're not twins. They're not going to be the same. When you think about our bodies, our bodies are not the same on each side. So your brows are not going to be perfectly the same on each side. So I just think it's important for you to find a good brow tech that can just keep your brows well groomed.
Now, Nina, let me ask you this, because one of the things that I see that's trending, specifically when it comes to the eyebrow, is shaving off entirely
and drawing back on. And I think that is because you want a perfect brow. And I think when you get to a point where you want to shave off your brow, because your brows will grow. Now, some may be thin, some may be a little thicker, some it might not grow all the way in, but it's important to work with what you have instead of taking it all off and drawing a perfect brow. Because then you get caught up into, I have to draw this brow every single day.
What if it rains?
Absolutely. So I just, I believe that even if you have a little brow, let's try to work with the little brow that you have.
Come on. So I love that. I love the message that you're already sharing. Come on, let's love ourselves.
Yes. Love what we have first.
Come on.
First.
Right. Because then you try to draw it on and then you didn't draw it right.
Absolutely.
And so this is already off to a great start. I'm loving it. And so let me ask you, Lena, there is a famous quote that says, beauty is only skin deep. It's really referring to the outward beauty and the inward beauty. Can you just share about that?
Well, I think we just kind of touched on it a little bit about the eyebrows. I think that we get so caught up in a look of perfection that we do not embrace just our natural beauty, our natural full lips, our natural skin color, our natural hair. And so I'm not against extensions or I'm not against lashes. I'm not against any of that, but you have to find a happy medium. And I don't want people to think that if you don't have the hair, you don't have the lashes, you don't have a beat face, that you're not beautiful. And it's easy to put on. I think it's easy. We're in a time now that it's easy to get all of those things, to put the makeup on, to put the hair on, to put you a good waist trainer on, to give an illusion of something that's perfect, but we don't actually want to do the work, such as exercise, such as eat right, such as drink your water, such as work on your skin to have beautiful skincare. So I think self-love is more important than you being able to go buy something and put it on to make you look beautiful, when instead of just doing the work to make sure that my foundation is beautiful first.
Come on.
And so I am very I guess passionate about that you don't have to wake up. I see it's the young ladies are getting younger and younger, where they want to come and have a full face of makeup, and they're waking up first thing in the morning and putting on a full face of makeup, and it's like, you don't need that.
Right.
You don't have to have that, especially at a young age, or especially if you feel like, I have to do this every day before I walk out the door because that's what makes me beautiful.
Yes.
Instead of learning it's different levels to this beauty thing.
That's right.
And I think just education, a good brow, a good little mascara and lip gloss, as long as you're looking neat and presentable, it's not about you covering every single flaw. And I think that we just don't embrace our natural flaws.
Yes.
That's what makes you unique. And so that's very important to me.
Come on now, I love what you are saying. Someone of your expertise, someone of your caliber in the industry that you are in. I love this message that you are sending, that we are to do self-care, that we are to love ourselves.
Yes.
I love that point that you just made, that even when it comes to wearing makeup and the like, that we don't have to cover up every single flaw.
Yes.
Matter of fact, we can accentuate it.
Yes. Now it's like a trend, full lips. I remember, people of color didn't really want to, I guess, or were ashamed. I can't wear this certain color, I can't wear that certain color because of my full lips. Now everybody is trying to get full lips, and they're paying for them. Okay, so it's just little things. It's like, you have to know that, first of all, we're all fearfully and wonderfully made by God. And so if I have freckles, the Lord gave me these wonderful, fabulous freckles. I am a fan of freckles and moles. I love them. And so it's like, you have to embrace that first.
Yes.
You have to embrace that first before you do anything, you have to be able to just embrace your full lips, your wide nose, your kinky hair, your full hips, whatever it may be.
Yes.
Your dark skin. You have to be able to embrace those things first.
Yes.
I just think that's extremely important.
It is.
Extremely.
It is.
Because we get so caught up, in the world of beauty. Everyone is a makeup artist. Everyone is a hairstylist.
Talk about
everyone
it. Talk about
wants
that.
a
Talk
beat
about
face, and it's like, where's your passion? Or just, where is the substance, first of all? Where is your substance of just knowing who you are?
Right.
So yeah.
Yes. Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who
Because
are you?
I love what you're saying, because we are not to use the different cosmetics and the makeup and the brows and the lashes. This is not a mask.
Absolutely.
Come
yes.
on.
I always say that the makeup should not wear you. You should be able to wear the makeup.
Yes.
I don't want to see you walking towards me and I see overly drawn eyebrows and super light highlight.
Come on.
And because, it really takes away the beauty of who you are. I should not see those over drawn on or over accentuated techniques on your face before I see you. And that is the most important thing.
Come on.
That's the most important
because
thing.
There's a
and
term.
every trend is not for everybody.
Uh-oh.
I have to say every
Talk about it.
trend is not for everybody. And and even though I watched this on YouTube, I get 1,000 of those things where you've seen something on YouTube,
right.
but that does not mean it's for you. Overly contouring is not for you, and it's not for every occasion. It's not for everyday look. And sometimes we get caught up into a YouTuber, what we see, but we fail to do research that maybe they're doing that technique on a photo shoot or for TV. So I think it's going back to finding out one of the things with Beauty Just Right is finding what regimen is going to work for you.
Yes.
Your skin tone, your skin, your lifestyle, all of those things.
Yes.
A mom, a working everyday mom, women that are making money moves, that they are, in corporate America, they're not walking in with an overly beat face. And so I think we just have to not get so caught up into a trend, but do your research.
Yes.
Ask someone. Yeah.
Yes. But that you made a really good point, because I think it's important, again, as you said, that we would embrace, as women, our natural beauty. Sometimes when it's overly done, it almost, for lack of a better term, it almost looks like drag a little bit.
Yes, it does.
And see, the thing about it is, when you think about drag or that particular type of look, that is a man.
Yes, it is.
Transforming
transforming
into a woman.
Absolutely.
Right? But guess what? You already a woman.
Absolutely. And it's like we already have the beautiful features.
Yes.
We already, have the beautiful cheekbones, the noses, the lips, that once you get to a place that I love the features on my face, then I feel like, and you can do your research, or you find a good makeup artist. A great makeup artist will know how to play with your natural features and still make you look beautiful without making you look like a whole totally different person.
Come on.
That is the line between a makeup artist that's just into it, and then a makeup artist that this is her passion with education.
Can you say that
Those
again?
are two different things.
Because that's a great point that you made, regarding the makeup and looking like a whole different. Can you just touch on that again?
Well, I have been blessed to be able to travel and learn from people of different nationalities.
Yes.
And one thing I was able when I was really young, I was able to meet Sam Fine. He's an awesome makeup artist. And when you look him up, all of his work, the women are beautiful, but he plays on their natural features. And, I guess as women of color, we have been so beat down about our natural features.
Now, that's the truth.
Our skin tone.
That's the
that
truth.
it's like now the trend is to try to take away, make our noses look as small as possible and overly contour. And I just think that beauty is not about taking away. You're supposed to enhance.
Yes.
And so one thing about Sam Fine is he's into proper makeup techniques.
Yes.
And making sure that you're looking natural, but giving you a pop where you might need a pop.
Come on.
And just playing on your natural features.
That's it.
And so I think that is just extremely important.
Yes.
Extremely important. And that is the difference between a makeup artist that just wants to be a makeup artist because that's the trend, and someone really diving into, first of all, what type of makeup artist do I want to be? And then the education, because with education, you'll learn about facial structures. You'll learn about different nationalities, and one nationality might have more higher cheekbones than the other. So you'll know that I can't use the same technique on every black woman, Chinese, Asian.
Right.
It just doesn't work that way.
Yes.
So,
now, Lena, before the show, I love the conversation that we was having. You guys, we was just having an epic conversation before the show. And so, like one of the things that we was talking about is, the significance of individuals that's in the beauty industry, going and doing, what the Lord has instructed them to do, not chasing the celebrity of it. Can you just talk about that?
Well, we were talking before. I think that in this industry, or just entrepreneurship, when you're starting out, entrepreneurship, period, it's a thin line between you staying true to your passion and you chasing after something because you may think it's going to bring you prosperity. And not that it might not work for someone else, but it might not work for you. What I have learned is that celebrity does not necessarily mean prosperity. You being consistent means prosperity. I think that you have to, guard your mind, because you can get caught up and like, oh my gosh, they're working with this person, they're working with that person, but you don't really know the doors that they've had to go through. You don't really know what they're having to give up. And we're all about exposure, and it is a happy medium between exposure and then prosperity. I want exposure, but I also want prosperity.
Yes.
And so I think that when you get into any entrepreneurship and everything is falling on you, it's your brand, to stay focused and to remind yourself of why I started this.
That's good.
I treat all of my clients like, hey, this is a once in a lifetime experience, that I'm gonna give it my all, because you never know what other doors will come to that. And so I think that's extremely important. We were talking about, I had a client that she is just a regular everyday woman, and her wedding was featured in Essence, which my work was featured in Essence. I'm super excited. But Gabrielle, she's a beautiful spirit, but it's just an everyday girl that lives an everyday life. And we're so caught up into someone's name, then we'll miss an opportunity for true exposure that only God gets the glory out of that. You can't say, oh well, this person, no, only God will get the glory. And so I think that for me, consistency is important, and consistency and you maintaining integrity in your business. The new thing is walk it like I talk it, make your actions and words match. I think those are the things that will open up doors to people that are ultimately making the moves that will lead you into great people, that will lead you to great prosperity. So I love the message that you have, is that for all of those that are in the beauty industry or any level of entrepreneurship all across the board, that we're not to discriminate. Because like you said, often don't despise small beginnings, and sometimes what you see and what you're looking at may not even be, because you're just looking at you're looking at, well, they don't have this, they don't have that.
Right.
But it could be that one person that sees your work from that person that can connect you to something else. I think that's the thing. It's like we can't chase. You can't be chasing things that you see.
Come on, that's right. Because I'm telling you, you will see oftentimes, and you might see a Louis Vuitton purse.
Listen,
baby, but it might be empty.
Listen. And I've always said I want my resume to match my bank account.
Yes.
Listen, I don't want to be so fabulous on my resume, and then I'm still no. I know that with my journey, the Lord has step by step he's progressed me in my profession, in my career, but he's also progressed my finances at the same time. And I think a lot of that comes, you have to be consistent. And in this industry, it's so easy when you're creative to get caught up. Your mind is going, because you're a creative person, but you have to be connected, and you have to be surrounded by people in this industry that are going to give you good nuggets that have been in this industry, that's gonna say, hey, you know what, you have to stay consistent, and you have to stay focused on what your passion is. Your passion, why God put this fire on the inside of you in the first place. And I just think that when you stay true to your gifting, your passion, your calling, what you see when it comes to your brand, I do believe that God will bless you and promote you in the right way. That you will not have to compromise nothing. That you will move, and you can still maintain a level of integrity, a level of peace, and it's not that the road is going to be easy, but I do believe that I do believe that when you surround yourself with the right people, and you're connected to the right people, that I do believe that favor, it'll be easier. I do believe that. Yes.
I love that. That is so true. The scripture says that there is safety in the multitude of counsel. It's so important that we surround ourselves with individuals that are like-minded, as you said, that are moving in that forward motion. You know what I'm saying? Because if we surround ourselves with people that's going backwards, or causing us to fall to a fallen nature, that's going to affect our money. That's going to affect because we won't be consistent.
Consistency.
We gotta be consistent, you guys. OMG, Lena. I am too.
It's good.
Yes, this is going so good. Well, you guys, I don't want you to go anywhere, because we're getting ready to take a quick commercial break, but I want you to keep it locked right here. You are listening to The Conversation with Maria Byrd.
Thank you for tuning in to The Conversation with Maria Byrd.
So let's have this conversation
On WIGO 1570 AM radio.
You can connect with Maria Byrd here Fridays on The Conversation at 11 a.m. Go to www.mariabyrd.org. You can sign up for her newsletter. Check out the latest from The Conversation. You can be the next guest, have your song featured, or donate to the cause. Learn about marketing opportunities. Check out the giveaways, special promotions, free tickets, and the latest from Maria Byrd Publications. Again, log on to www.mariabyrd.org. That's www.mariabyrd.org.
WIGO 1570 AM radio.
On my way up, tour up. I'm going up, yeah. I'm going to heaven, by death or by rapture. What can they do to me? Whatever can happen, I know it comes afterwards. I don't see you as a threat. I came in here paying respect. I'm catching so many blessings. Even my haters are blessed. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. I stay in the pocket like money. I'm in my own lane. like I wanted, then I'll be okay with that punishment. Came in this world without a dime. Start from the bottom, you gotta climb. You wanna get it, you gotta grind. But don't ever sell out for a dollar sign. Don't take it, they offer you money until you get naked. You're losing your soul by the time that you face it. It's not enough time to replace it. You better guard it with all your heart. You either stand or you fall apart. Fitting in with the in crowd, but in the end where them found. I'm going to heaven by death or by rapture. What can they do to me? Whatever can happen, I know it comes afterwards. I don't see you as a threat. I came in here paying respect. I'm catching so many blessings. Even my haters are blessed. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. Where are friends when you really need them? Same town do you really see them? Before the crowd in the Coliseum, my day one is not a human being. Hometown isn't on the map. I never been, but I'm going back. I never seen it, but it's more real to me than the ground that I'm standing on. I talk to God like he's in the room, sitting in a chair right in front of me. If I'm crazy cause I hear him talking back, that's exactly what I wanna be. Y'all excuse me, I don't know better. No one taught me how to be fake. I don't apologize for the fake, cause I was saved by amazing grace. Yeah, way up. Stairway to heaven. Yeah, way up. Stairway to heaven. Way up. Stairway to heaven. Way up. Stairway to heaven. I'm going to heaven by death or by rapture. What can they do to me? Whatever can happen, I know it comes afterwards. I don't see you as a threat. I came in here paying respect. I'm catching so many blessings. Even my haters are blessed. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven. Yeah. Way up. I'm on the stairway to heaven.
Thank you for tuning in to The Conversation with Maria Byrd.
So let's have this conversation
On WIGO 1570 AM Radio.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back. You are listening to The Conversation with Maria Byrd. You just heard the hit song Stairway to Heaven by Tario Da Vinci. And guess what? I love that song. And guess what, you guys? It's available right now. Guess what? He has a new album coming out, Prodigy, and it's being released tomorrow. Be sure to connect with him on social media. Again, Tario Da Vinci. Hallelujah. Well, you guys, we are back with my very special guest, Lena Wright.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yes.
And before the break, you was just really giving us some revelation, as it pertains to the beauty industry. But I wanted to touch on something, because we talked about the significance of being true to the vision that the Lord has given you. So can you just talk about that and just kind of relate that with the apostolic?
Yes. I believe that God can give you a broad vision. Yes. Coupled with your creativity. But as creatives, no matter how, in what way you are creative in, I do believe that especially in the beauty industry, arts and entertainment, that it is important to be connected to the apostolic. Apostolic is order, is government.
Yes.
And sometimes when you're in your creative mind, you tend to go all over the place.
Yes.
You're like over here one day, you're over here one day, and it is something about being connected to an apostolic man of God, which is my apostle Travis that can bring you in when you're a little flaky, or when you're just tired, or when you have went too far, because apostolic is order, and it also keeps you focused that you might be in this industry and you might be the first, and so an apostolic is first. And so I think that it goes back to not following. Apostolic doesn't follow a trend. It's not trendy.
Come on.
Because apostolic is not all over the place. Trends change every 5 minutes.
Right.
And so if you're trying to follow a trend, sometimes you don't even know who you are because you're trying to follow the trend. And one thing about the apostolic is that I do know that Apostle will take the time to mold you and to help you figure out who you are.
Yes.
And not the general of who you are. I'm a woman of God from a royal priesthood. No. The details of who Lena Wright is.
Yes.
So I think that is extremely important.
Yes.
And to not be afraid of order. I think we can be so creative. I'm just flowing on my creativity, but there is no structure, not in your business, not in the way that you think, not in how you handle your business, not in your calendar. And so you just have a whole bunch of creative thoughts, but no execution and no movement. So I think it stirs a fire in you that it's like, okay, I have these creative thoughts, but how can I hone in to make them happen? So I think connection is everything, and you just need a covering.
Yes.
You need people that understand the mountain of influence that you're trying to take over, and how your mind needs to be covered, your heart needs to be covered, your eyes, your ears, all of those things need to be covered. So I believe in being connected to the apostolic or just the fivefold ministry.
Absolutely. I love this message. This revelation that you are giving us, the significance of being connected to a covering, and I think God, we have the same covering. Apostle Travis Jennings, the Harvest Tabernacle Church, it is important because again, when you are a creative, you can be out there. Somebody got to pull you back.
Yes,
right.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, my apostle, my husband, they have to pull me in all the time. Like, all right, Maria, give that a break. Give that a break.
And then people that also understand. We were talking about being connected. It's one thing that you might have associates in this industry, but your connection. And so you even have to be connected that for people that understand your creative side, but also that I'm just not in this industry. I'm here to be a light, the prophetic side. And so just other people is very important. It's very important that they can see the spiritual as well as your natural, because you'll get caught up into something and then you're having to work hard to pull your way back in. So I think the people that you say you are in covenant with and that you're connected to, they need to understand both sides of this is who I am. And even in the times where you're like, hey, you know what, I'm not following this trend, but it's sometimes that you're gonna have to walk alone in order for you to receive or to get to a place of true greatness, true greatness, true prosperity. So I
love that. Come on, true prosperity.
True prosperity. I want consistency. I don't want to be blessed this month and then the next month I'm in a dry season. No, ma'am. I know that some of the people that have been in this industry that I'm connected with, that they're like, hey, you might have seasons that are a little slower, but you would never enter into a dry season. And part of that is just not how good you can do hair and makeup, but it's first of all your heart being pure. And when you touch someone's hair and makeup, is your heart and your intentions pure? Are you just consistent? Not consistent with showing up. Are you consistent with your attitude? Are you consistent with your work ethic? Are you consistent with how you handle your business? Are you consistent with showing up, and are you looking the part? So I think consistency is extremely important in every area of our life. And I think that's something that, we're all striving to try to be consistent in every area of our lives, personal, spiritual, business, all of those things. And so you have to be connected. the spiritual part of you have to be tapped in. You're going to have to be tapped in and not just trying to work off of your own intelligence, off of your own power, off of your own creativity, because you're going to get burnt out and you're going to be frustrated. And then at that time, I think that's when you just lose focus. And I'm at a place like, Lord, I do not want to waste not one day on something that is not aligned to my purpose.
That's it.
We
don't want to waste time.
Yes.
We don't want to waste time.
Yes.
And I love this message that you're sharing, that our relationship with God is going to be the anchor to our soul. That we won't be all over the place.
Absolutely.
Because you can tell, when like if you go into the beauty salon, for example, you can tell whose soul's been anchored.
Yeah.
And whose soul has not been anchored.
Yes, absolutely.
Because a lot of times it'll flare up, it will show.
Yes.
But you're not supposed to, if you got a bad attitude, that's not acceptable.
Absolutely.
If you are, you cursing and just because you in the barbershop or the beauty salon doesn't mean you have to cuss like a sailor.
Yes.
Come on. Like, let's come against that.
I think it's professionalism. If we were working in corporate America, they are going to require you're working for someone else's on someone else's job. They're going to require you to show up business attire. You're going to make sure that your hair is presentable. You're going to show up on time. And you're going to do everything that them people who's paying you that you're going to do.
Come on.
Now when it comes to entrepreneurship, you just think you can do what you want to do.
Whatever you want to do.
And then you wonder why there is no consistency. There is no consistency. You're not allowed to just show up and look any type of way. You're not allowed to show up and be late. You're not on time.
Come on, and if you're running late, just let the communicate and apologize.
Yes, because things do happen.
Right.
I think that we have to remember it is a level of professionalism that you have to maintain, and the professionalism will equal. Your quote, your pay rate is going to equal, I believe, God manifesting things, in your life on a consistent basis. Because it's not to say that you won't get blessed, but you might not be getting blessed consistently.
That's good.
So it's still about what you're putting out there. We get so caught up into our skill set and how great we are, but everything else is just jacked up.
Oh my God.
It's just jacked up. So I think that's the thing of the apostolic. It's about order. Now, I know I am about order. I like to have my things organized.
Yes.
I'm about time. And so I think it brings you in, and not just order when it comes to government, but order in your mind, order in your thought process, because everything will line up. Everything will line up, your mind, your body, understanding that, Lord, I'm praying for this, but if I'm out of shape, then I can't, I can't move, I can't keep up with it. So I think all of those things fall under your relationship with God, and then your connections.
Yes, I love this. OMG, I love your message of consistency. Yeah. Come on, we got to be consistent in every area, and then that's when we will, the blessings will be consistent. The clients will be consistent.
Yes,
right. But essentially, we're receiving what we're putting out.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Out. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. And so, Lena, I just wanted to learn a little bit more about you. Can you just share regarding some of the influential people in your life that have helped to shape and mold you?
Wow, so many. Let's see where to start. You know what? I have to say that in the beginning, when I said that I wanted to do hair and makeup, I started assisting in this salon in Marietta, Altered Images. Miss Bernetta Biggood, she's passed away now, but she was the owner of the salon, and I loved that she helped mold me at that time, because I was like probably 14, 15, just assisting, about consistency.
Wow.
And about professionalism. She was a great businesswoman, and I really, even till this day, I'm 35 now, I remember just the little bullets that she was teaching me then about work ethic. So yeah. Of course, my mom, she has allowed me to practice on her. She supports my entrepreneurship.
Yes.
It has been excellent. I mentioned earlier I got to take a class with Sam Fine. One of my mentors, T. White, he is the department head on Greenleaf. He gave me my first opportunity to work on Greenleaf. And just watching him throughout his career of being a barber, being a cosmetologist, and now working on different sets, of just his consistency, of ever, taking classes, always, learning and ever evolving. And so, right now I'm working at Shea Marie Hair Salon with Miss Shannon Smith. And one thing, she has been an owner of multiple locations, but I have saw how she relates to the stylist. That's one thing that I've been working on, relating to people. Because you can be you can be I'm very like, listen, this is what it is. Right. But she, just watching her move and embark on new endeavors with the family and children. So that has been pretty awesome. So yeah, I realize I have really been blessed over the years of meeting great people in this industry, being able to work with Judge Hatchett, and that's when I was still in beauty school. She was awesome and just gave me, great nuggets. And I think that one thing that I thank the Lord for, that each one of my clients have been able to give me little nuggets that I just hold on to. Yes. And so, I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. Yes.
Truly we shout out those, that assist us, and, that the Lord has brought to us again. Absolutely. That circle, our dream team.
Yes, our dream team. Absolutely.
Gotta have a dream team. Wow. And so, Lena, I just wanted to ask you to really just touch on, because I love your vision of what God has given you as it pertains to really accentuating that natural beauty. Can you just let the people know regarding your brand, the vision that the Lord has given you?
Yes, well, beauty just right is basically that. Yes. It is doing your beauty just right, according to your lifestyle, according to your skin, and just according to your inner beauty and how you want to look. It's about finding a beauty regimen that's going to work for you, embracing, the first step is just to embrace your natural beauty. I am a huge advocate for that. I like to really sit down and talk to my clients, whether it's for weddings, whether it's for a photo shoot, or whether it's just for, hey, my birthday and I just want to look fabulous. But just talking to them, first trying to figure out how they see themselves. Yes. And when you sit down and talk to women, you can pretty much, find out in a matter of 10 to 15 minutes what they like and what they don't like about themselves. And so my brand is all about really just me talking to you and embracing and showing what's on the inside and making that thing manifest on the outside. Yes. Wow.
I'm just so excited about the different people that God is raising up, especially in this beauty industry. It's so key that we not only embrace the beauty that's on the outside, but the beauty that's on the inside. Yes. Wow. And so, we're in 2018. This is still the year of the amazing.
Yes, it is.
What do you, regarding beauty just right, it's is there anything just coming up, or what do you foresee regarding just the vision?
Well, for Beauty Just Right, well, first of all, it started off really strong with getting a feature in Essence magazine.
Yes.
That was
Wow.
I was super excited about that. I will be traveling to London to take a class with one of the makeup artists, Miss Tilbury. She is awesome. I got a chance to go last year. And really this year I am really honing into the business side of Beauty Just Right.
Yes.
I think, like I was saying, technique is great, but really just honing in to expanding my brand as not just a makeup artist, but as a hairstylist as well.
Yes.
So I'm like really looking forward to this year of I have a YouTube channel coming out in a couple of months. So I'm excited about that.
Yes.
So this was actually a great platform because of course I'll be doing some tutorials, but it will really be more on your confidence.
Yes.
Skincare, and us really working from the inside out.
Yes.
And so I'm excited about that.
Yes. I'm excited about that too. That is so awesome. And can you just tell us, about your products?
Yes, my products. So I will also be launching later on this year some new Beauty Just Right brushes.
Yes.
So I'm excited about
Love
that.
them.
I am rebranding myself. I started out as Epiphany Makeup. So I'm rebranding myself as Beauty Just Right. So Beauty Just Right will be coming out with some cosmetic bags, some new makeup brushes. Right now you can purchase makeup brushes at www.epiphanymakeup.net. The ones that I have now, but I'm just really excited about finding different ways of different products that the everyday woman can use.
Yes.
That the everyday woman can use and still achieve a beautiful look, whether it's daytime, nighttime, but something that is just easy and that they can grab onto it and still look beautiful.
Wow, you mean to tell me I can be a mother, a wife, a
Yes,
mother,
and still be
wash the
fabulous.
dishes and still look good?
Yes, ma'am. Still be fabulous. Absolutely.
Yes.
Everybody wants to look fabulous.
Come on,
Everybody
yes.
wants to look fabulous. And it does not take an hour. First of all, you don't have an hour to sit here and do your makeup. Okay, let's just talk about that.
Come on.
Absolutely. So it is important. It is important for everyone to be beautiful in their own way. And it's achievable.
Yes.
It's just achievable with like I said, knowledge and education.
Yes. And I love that how you can do it and you don't need an hour to do it.
Absolutely.
I think that's why sometimes women, especially women, and I can talk about this because I'm a woman, but sometimes we get frustrated with all of the maintenance that it takes to be a woman.
Absolutely.
Come on, we gotta shave. We gotta. Come on, the hair, the makeup, the lips, the nails.
Absolutely.
It could be frustrating, but I love this concept. That it don't take long.
It doesn't. That's why you have to find the beauty regimen that's going to work for you. What maybe is going to work for me is not going to work for you. You might not have time to be putting on lashes every day. I might not have time to always get my nails done. But the most important thing is for you to look neat and well groomed.
Come on.
I think that's the most important thing. Your brows should always look neat and well groomed. Your hands should be just well manicured.
Come on, put some lotion on.
Absolutely. It's not so caught up into, overly contouring. And that just goes back to a good skincare regimen.
Yes.
When you're starting out with good skin, then you don't have to pile on a whole bunch of makeup, or you don't feel like you have to pile on a whole bunch of makeup.
That's it.
So I just going back to the basics and working from there.
And what I love also about what you're really showing us, is that you don't have to have a lot of money.
No. You don't have to have a lot of money, and I think that it is about the education of knowing what you need to invest in. You should invest in a great foundation. Anything that is on your skin, your foundation, your concealer, and your your skincare products, you should invest in those. But you can kind of go high end, low end on everything else. A good lipstick, you know, NYX have great popping colors for lips. Those are things that you can kind of play with, you know. But again, it is about education, and sometimes some of the high-end products may not work for your skin. And so we can't, that goes back to trending, because quote unquote this product is trending right now. Well, I think I have to no, because it might not work for your skin tone. And so it's finding what's going to work for you and having the product knowledge as well.
Absolutely. I love what you're saying, because even like, for example, when it comes to lashes, I cannot wear like every type of lash. I actually think I'm allergic. You know,
absolutely.
I mean, I always had sensitive skin, hyperallergenic
skin.
Yeah, so you know, I can't do all that.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, it has to be a special occasion for me to put some lashes on. Do you understand? And it's something about our eyes. You can't wear every mascara, and it's okay. It's okay if you can't wear lashes. It's ways to accentuate your lashes and still make them pop without you feeling like I have to add something. Because some people, you just can't do it based off of your skin.
Right.
And so, you know, that all goes back to just trying to figure out what's going to work for you.
That's it. Lena, before we go, you know, this is amazing, woman of God. I just love this because one of the things I love about you is that you're not just a mogul, but you are a minister.
Oh, wow.
I love that about you, woman of God. That's right. You know what I mean? And so thank you so much for just revealing to us, you know, not only, you know, regarding the industry, but the ministry behind the industry.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Yes. So yes, I want to thank you for that.
You're welcome.
You know, I'm telling you. And so can you just take about 3 minutes, you know, just to encourage, you know, someone that's listening. Maybe they're in the beauty industry, or maybe they're not.
Yes.
Can you just encourage them?
First of all, in this industry, it's so important for you to know who you are, and for you to know that you are enough. I think that you have to know that your skill set is enough, that your creativity is enough. And it's not to say that you can't work to be better, but the core of you have to know that you are enough. And to not, and surround yourself with people that are going to foster that and help you mold into a great entrepreneur in whatever aspect that it is. And just to really, you know, to stay focused. I think staying focused, and we talked about it earlier, it's so easy to get off focus and to look at things that are going on social media and to try to figure out, but it's important for you to stay focused, and for you to stay focused to what your calling is and what you're supposed to be doing here on this earth. And I think just to know that, you know what, your confidence and inner confidence, that's all you need. You know, and to know that what you bring to the table and what you're blessing people with is enough. And as long as that you stay consistent, that I do believe that the Lord will elevate you and push you into a place that you cannot even dream of or even imagine.
Wow. OMG, you guys. Oh, I just love our special guest today, Master Cosmetologist, Image Director Lena Wright. She is just really breaking it down and giving us, you know, this prophetic, intrusive revelation, you know, that is more the beauty, you know, that the Lord has bestowed upon us. It's not just on the outside, but it's on the inside. And I love it, because we're going to do beauty just right. Yes, woman of God. Wow, you guys, this has been absolutely amazing. Again, I want to thank my very special guest, Lena Wright. Lena, will you come back?
I will. I surely will. Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. It was an honor to have you. Wow, you guys, this has been absolutely amazing. I want you to make sure that you follow Lena on social media. Social media?
Beauty Just Right on Instagram, Lena Wright and Beauty Just Right on Facebook. My website is www.epiphanymakeup.net.
Yes, that's right, you guys. Make sure you go follow her because I'm telling you, she is on the move.
Thank you.
Yes, you guys. Well, you guys, next week we have something absolutely amazing prepared for you. So I want you to make sure that you keep it locked right here. Remember, you guys, next week, same time, same place, right here on The Conversation with Maria Byrd.
Finally found me someone I can really trust now. I always had so much to say, but no one is saying to.
Thank you for tuning in to The Conversation with Maria Byrd every Friday, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. on WIGO 1570 AM radio.
So let's have this conversation like a radio station.
Well, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Again, I want to thank my very special guest, Lena Wright, for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, and you guys make sure you tune in next week to The Conversation with Maria Byrd.